Welcome back to No Filter Auto. Today, we're shrinking the universe. We're not talking about power or prestige. We're talking about access. The late 1950s. In Japan, most people can't afford a full-sized car. The government promotes a new class, the K car, tiny, economical vehicles with strict size and engine limits. Subaru, then known as Fuji Heavy Industries, steps up. This is the Subaru 360. Nicknamed the Ladybug. It wasn't a car that aimed to be the best. It aimed to be the first car for an entire nation on wheels. Let's set the stage. Post-war Japan is rebuilding. Mobility means scooters or crowded buses. The 360, launched in 1958, was a radical solution, a true, enclosed, four-seater automobile that was cheap to buy, cheap to run, and fit the K regulations perfectly. It looks like a smiley-faced bubble, a cartoon car rendered in sheet metal. With its rear-mounted engine, swing axle rear suspension, and doors that curve into the roof, the hook is pure, unadulterated charm and logic. It made the automobile approachable, demystifying it into something friendly and frugal. But here's the no-filter truth under its adorable skin. The 360 was a masterpiece of packaging and lightweight engineering. Its air-cooled, two-stroke, two-cylinder engine displaced just 356 cc, hence the name, and produced about 16 horsepower. It drove the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual. The entire car weighed under 1,000 pounds. The appeal was its stunning efficiency and simplicity. It was a car you could understand completely. The mechanical feedback was direct and unfiltered, the buzz of the engine right behind you, the minimalistic steering, the sense of being in a lightweight shell that responded to every input. For a new driver or someone in a dense city, its small size, light controls, and predictable nature made it unintimidating and easy to manage. Now, let's talk about the pure, unfiltered experience. You open a thin, light door and slide into a surprisingly airy cabin. The curved glass and thin pillars create a greenhouse feel. You pull out the choke, turn the key, and the little two-stroke fires with a cloud of blue smoke and that signature insect-like buzz. On the move, the sensation is of being in a motorized soapbox. The steering is extremely light, almost twitchy. The ride is bouncy and busy, communicating every pavement imperfection. Acceleration is gradual. Merging onto a fast highway was an act of faith and momentum. But in city traffic, it was a nimble hero. The sensory experience is charmingly raw. The smell of two-stroke oil, the constant high-pitched drone, the wind noise, the feeling of vulnerability mixed with sheer joy. It was driving reduced to its most basic, joyful elements. Here's the reality of its genius and its limits. In America, where it was briefly imported, it was marketed as cheap and ugly but faced a brutal review from Consumer Reports that called it notably unacceptable for U.S. roads, criticizing its power and safety. And they were right, for America. But in Japan, and in crowded cities worldwide, it was a revolution. It put millions of Japanese families on four wheels for the first time. It was safe enough for the speeds it was designed for, and its lightweight meant it was surprisingly easy to push out of a snowbank or a muddy lane. It was a car for a specific time and place. So, the no-filter comparison. In Japan, its rivals were other K cars like the Mitsubishi 500 and the Suzuki Fronte. But the 360 was the archetype, the first mass-produced success. Globally, it had no direct competitor. Next to an American sedan, it was a toy. Next to a European microcar, it was more practical and family-friendly. It competed against motorcycles and bicycles, and won by offering enclosed, all-weather transportation for four. It appealed to the pragmatic optimist, the urbanite, the first-time buyer. The legacy of the Subaru 360 is the foundation of Subaru's identity. It proved the company could innovate within constraints. Its rear engine layout hinted at an engineering willingness to be different. Most importantly, it created a generation of Subaru customers, fostering brand loyalty that would last decades. It was the humble beginning of the symmetrical all-wheel drive dynasty. The Subaru 360 stands as a monument to democratic mobility. It is the car that said why not? To an entire population. It wasn't built to win races or turn heads. It was built to turn scooter riders into car owners, to put a roof over a family's commute, and to prove that big things really do come in small, buzzing, two-stroke packages. If this kind of story about the tiny, plucky vehicles that changed entire societies intrigues you, subscribe to No Filter Auto. Let us know in the comments, could you see yourself daily driving a 16 horsepower, 2-stroke bubble car today?